Hello everyone and welcome to my studio. Today I'll be working on an artist trading card and I'll be telling you what I know about them. This painting is a easy beginner painting for anybody to try and I'll be walking you through it today. Artist trading cards are little miniature paintings. They are the size of a business card, which is 3.5 by 2.5 inches, and they're highly collectible. So I started off this painting by adding in some water to the top of the paper. I'm using Bao Hong artist grade paper today, and I'm used some Prussian blue and some cerulean blue to make the sky. And now I'm just using a Q-tip to pull out some clouds. Q-tips just absorb the paint off the paper and kind of make it easy for you. It's hard to work with such a small area. So now that the sky is done, I'm going to start putting in the landscape, and I'm just using some Van Dyke green. Today's palette is Magello Mission Gold watercolors, and I also have an extra Holbein Shell Pink in my palette. It's one of my favorites, and since Mission Gold does not have a pink, I like to add in the Holbein. Because when you're doing a beach, the pink added in to make the sand just kind of makes the beach pop. So I'm using this varying shades of this Van Dyke green to add in this grassy area on the beach. And I'm adding in some yellow ochre to add in some kind of a yellow hue to the sand. This is also yellow ochre, and I believe it was some Van Dyke brown that was added into it just to kind of make it more of a brownish tone. As you can tell at the bottom, the shell pink just kind of changes that color of the sand. I don't know, it just works. This is Van Dyke brown that I'm using to add in a little bit more detail for the beach. And yellow ochre there. This is just a little simple painting, and it's really small, so getting into the details, that was one of the things that I learned about the artist trading cards. It kind of forces you to not get lost in the details. So it's a good practice for anybody if you're getting stuck, getting obsessed about details. Try one of these little artist trading cards. It'll keep you from getting too lost in the weeds. And I'm just blending this out right now, keeping everything kind of loose, because I want that grassy area to kind of blend into the beach area. Adding in some Van Dyke brown here to add some, because there's always garbage on the beach. Not garbage, but plant life. Now I'm using some Viridian green to make the water. I like tropical waters, so I tend to use a lot of Viridian in my paintings. I think the hue just shows that tropical kind of feeling. And I'm just blending that out. And then lifting out some areas that I want to remain white. It didn't work very well. Viridian is a staining color, so it's kind of hard to lift out once it's on the paper. But we'll fix that later. Now I'm using that same Prussian blue and cerulean blue mix to add in the deeper tones of the water, and just blending it out as I go. If you're interested, there is a big market for artist trading cards on eBay, and I've had a store on eBay for 20 some odd years now, and I will leave a link in the description if you're interested in purchasing my artist trading cards or any of my other artwork. And I also have jewelry and other things, but I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested. Artist trading cards are really inexpensive. They range from anywhere, depending on the quality of them, anywhere from $5 on up. They're just kind of a fun little thing to, collect from different artists. So I'm just adding a little bit of that blue to the beach, and then I'm going to blend it out because I always have paper towels ready to lift out anything that I don't want. And now I like to use Dr. P.H. Martin's bleed proof white to add in my highlights. It blends really well with the watercolors, and it just gives you those little highlights that you need in a painting. Watercolor, if you don't leave the white, then you're going to have to add it in later. And some purists don't like to do this. They say leave the white, but use what you got. This is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be so rigid. So just have fun doing this. Oh my God, my camera keeps doing this every time I stick my hand down here to do these palm trees. I'm so sorry. I'm using Van Dyke Brown to make the palm tree. And I'm so sorry for the blurring. I thought I fixed it in my settings, but obviously I didn't. So annoying. Samsung phones aren't the greatest. But I'm starting off with that Van Dyke Brown, and then I'm going to yellow ochre to add in some yellow hues to the back, because palm trees have many different colors in them. A lot of yellows, a lot of deep greens and browns. Like I said, don't get lost in the details. This is more of an impressionist type thing. We're not getting into hyperrealism. So here is the completed painting. I hope you guys enjoyed this one and have a wonderful day.